Hi, Los Alamos. I'm County Councilor Ryn Herrmann, and I'm here to give the recap for last night's work session down in White Rock. We had 3 proclamations. The first declared May 2025 as Bike Month, and tomorrow, May 15th, is actually Bike to Work Day. In Los Alamos County. There will be an Energizer station from 7 to 9 a.m. on the corner of Diamond and Canyon Road right across from the high school, where they will be offering drinks, snacks, bike swag, and giveaways. So you can call Public Works for more information, 662-8150. Hope to see you out there on your bike tomorrow. There was also a proclamation designating May 18 to 24 as Emergency Medical Services Week in Los Alamos, and a proclamation designating May 2025 as Historic Preservation Month in Los Alamos. Next up, we had a briefing by Representative Christine Chandler, who gave us an overview of the 2025 legislative session. She gave us updates on the budget, tax policy, education and child well-being, community safety, healthcare and housing, environment and energy, and government. A few of my highlights. First was the historic behavioral health care package, which dedicates substantial funding to mental and behavioral health care, including $280 million to expand infrastructure and access with regional coordination. There was also criminal competency legislation that passed as part of a six bill crime package. There was also House Bill 586, which gives the state oversight of hospital acquisitions and corporate consolidation to ensure changes in ownership do not have a negative impact on the quality, affordability, or accessibility of care for New Mexicans. Neither of the IPRA bills passed. The Family Medical Leave Act didn't pass, but they will try this again next year. I wanted to just say part of a recap was this was a 60-day session. There were 1,182 bills filed. The final budget figure was $10.8 billion, representing an approximate 5.8 increase. We did add $35 million to the Rural Healthcare Delivery Fund, and it added nearly $62 million to the fund to fund the new behavioral health package. So I think everyone is worried about federal funding, and so there might end up being a special session in the fall, depending on federal funding. We don't even have a federal budget yet, so we'll see. But we are worried about the Social Security and Medicaid funding for New Mexico. On the radar for 2026, AI is a privacy issue, and they will readdress the anti-donation topic. There was a bill that passed along the lines of anti-donation that provides a mechanism that supports paying for sewer hookups in rural areas. So that was interesting. We hope to see that worked on a lot this next year. There was capital outlay for Los Alamos County emergency operations in the amount of $750,000, and then also for UNMLA Student Services Building renovation for $75,000. It's always great to hear from Chris Chandler, and we thank her for her hard work on behalf of our community. Then there was also a briefing, a presentation from the Transportation Board. David Hampton, who is the chair of the Transportation Board, gave us the update. They have a fully staffed board, and they have been very busy. They have conducted roadway project reviews on the following: Bathtub Row Reconstruction Project, the Denver Steels Phase 2 Improvements Project, DP Road Improvements, and Mid-Block Crossing Policy. They have reviewed and approved the 2025 Snow and Ice Control Plan, intersection analysis and implementation for New Mexico 502 Trinity Drive study, as well as the New Mexico 4 crossing and multi-use trail improvements and Grand Canyon Drive. Regarding Atomic City Transit, they did an initial evaluation of potential transit center sites in downtown Los Alamos and White Rock, the ADA paratransit policy and procedures, dial-a-ride guide, bus stop improvement plan update, and a Bus for Us presentation. Accomplishments: they supported the Urban Trail Phase 2 and 3 projects, solicited public engagement for projects, transit service, pedestrian improvements, and policy changes. They have supported the Bike to Work tomorrow and Adopt a Road events. They also supported the completion of the first phase of the Bathtub Row project with minimum disruption to the existing entities. There was also a report from the council's local and small business engagement working group, which I'm a part of, as well as David Rieger and Randall Righty. We have been meeting with property owners and chatting about LEDA for retail, attending the Los Alamos Coalition meetings, and meeting with some small business owners. David Rieger has created a draft of the Small Business LEDA program. We still need to figure out the security options, but we're working on that. Councilor Righty is actually attending a meeting in Clovis next month, and we'll chat with them. They seem to be doing a pretty good job and are successful with LEDA for retail. So I do want to mention that the coalition has been great in helping to shape this for our community, and we will continue to work on this. Lastly, we had a really interesting overview of council's strategic goals, and apparently we will be getting these updates on each of the goals in subsequent meetings. The first one was on quality of life, and Linda Madison, the deputy county manager, one of the deputy county managers, did give us this update. So I'll just go through these quickly. Health, well-being, and social services. The comprehensive health plan adopted in December 2024 and was released in April of 2025. And they have also had lots of outreach events. I want to mention the Hawk Hangout events for the middle schoolers has been crazy successful. During the calendar year of 2024, they had over 1,300 middle school students that attended. This is a great program. The topic of inclusion, access, and belonging. The new Inclusivity Task Force has a full 9 members on their board, and they are forming working groups. They continued the Night to Remember prom for individuals with special needs and disabilities. It was very successful. Celebrated Cultural Month at the libraries, such as Native American, Spanish, African American, and others. The Kanikinik ADA Accessible Trail behind the Aquatic Center opened. They are finalizing design plans for the 37th Street Playlot, Pinion Park Playlot, to address mobility evaluations per the ADA accessibility study. The next topic is mobility, and they have completed work on phase 1 and 2 of the Urban Trail. This is a 10-foot wide concrete multi-use trail from Trinity Drive at 20th Street to the Aquatic Center, and also continued strong ridership on Atomic City Transit. Open Space, Parks, and Recreation. They have achieved national accreditation by the They achieved national accreditation by the Commission for Accreditation of Park and Recreational Agencies. They also received a Kudos Award from New Mexico Recreation and Park Association for the Seasonal Activity Guide that comes out quarterly, for significantly contributing to the public's increased awareness of parks, recreation, and leisure activities. The Summer Concert Series was named a finalist for Outstanding Event at the 2024 New Mexico Hospitality Association's Top Hat Awards. That's Top Hat stands for hospitality and tourism. So that was great. And they completed the comprehensive golf course renovation project, including recontouring, new grass, new concrete paths, new tee boxes, new bunker work, and new poles and netting at the practice range. I drove by that yesterday, and it's looking just beautiful. In process is the artificial turf study. I would like to mention that the second community feedback survey for the ongoing study is open and will close on March 31st. You can access that on the website. And then actually tomorrow, May 15th, from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m., the final public engagement input session for the ongoing artificial turf study will be held in person at Fuller Lodge and also on Zoom. The last topic was public safety, and they provided community awareness and safety programs as needed and requested, including active shooter awareness and school resource officer intervention in schools. They have maintained a high level of performance and exceeded its response time goals 90% of the time, updated emergency operations and hazard mitigation plans and communication initiatives, and conducted annual emergency response exercises. You can go online and take a look at the progress metrics for all of these strategic goals, and it's very interesting to take a look at. One thing I do want to mention, I'm sure everyone has seen that Los Alamos County entered stage 1 fire restrictions on May 4th. Due to the ongoing dry conditions and prevailing high winds, Fire Marshal Cordova of the LAFD enacted these fire restrictions to stage 1 within the boundaries of our county to safeguard public health and safety, as well as to protect lands, structures, natural and historical artifacts. To view the order and read the full press release, visit the Los Alamos website, which is losalamosnm.us. A couple of other things. The Los Alamos Summer Concert Series begins on May 24th and will run every Friday through August 30th. And don't forget about biking to work tomorrow. I hope that you will consider joining us in person or by Zoom at our next council meeting, which is next Tuesday, May 20th, at the Municipal Building here in Los Alamos. Thank you very much, Los Alamos. Have a great day.